When Nintendo makes a new type of Pikmin, they are usually made to last. If there is a new Pikmin type, it's likely that you'll be seeing for the next games, and basically every Pikmin type has become an iconic part of the franchise. Even if you haven't played the games, you know these guys. However, there is an exception. There is one type of Pikmin that was quietly introduced in Pikmin 2 and never returned. This type of Pikmin is the Bulbmin. These guys are basically unknown to people that haven't played Pikmin, yet for the people that have, they are always viewed in an admirable light, which raises the question, who are they and why haven't they returned? This video is going to go into the complete history of Bulbmin, and it's a lot more complex than it looks. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe for high quality Pikmin videos weekly. Our story starts at Pikmin 2, the debut of Bulbmin. While every other type of Pikmin in this game is featured prominently on the front of the box, marketing and other parts of the game, Bulbmin are left as a surprise until you discover them. They are usually the last type of Pikmin you will ever find, as they are locked behind late game caves, requiring you to obtain the other 5 types before accessing them. Once you do finally get them, you will quickly notice their interesting abilities. To first get to Bulbmin, you have to find them in a sub-level, and they will be following what I'm guessing is their mom. To get these guys, you have to kill their mother, then they will start going apeshit, which lets you whistle them and add them to your squad. If you're absolutely sadistic, you can make them carry their mother's corpse back to the ship for 3 Pokos. This is a very interesting way of obtaining a Pikmin, and it combines both the hostile Pikmin like the Puffmin and a normal Pikmin that you can control. The enemy Bulbmin is basically a mini version of the Bulbbear. It roams around the map and will pursue you when it sights you, but it is smaller, has less health, and can't revive. The enemy isn't really all that important though. What is important is the stars of the show themselves, the Bulbmin. Bulbmin's most notable ability is that they are immune to the core 4 hazards, that being water, fire, poison, and electricity. This makes them an extremely versatile type of Pikmin to have with you, as they are basically just 4 Pikmin mixed into one, just without the secondary effects. Interestingly, it doesn't carry any traits from the purple Pikmin, not even the smaller ones like immunity to wind. Now, they are only immune to the core 4 hazards, they aren't immune to other hazards. They will still die by explosions and getting crushed, and they are not immune to wind or panic. Interestingly, they are immune to tripping and are the only Pikmin to have this immunity. You'd think with all of this would make an extremely broken type of Pikmin, but there is one big drawback. That being is that you can only find them in caves and they cannot leave the caves. When you exit a cave, you just watch them get left behind as they try to leave with you. The inability to bring these guys with you does keep them in check and stops them from just being the best type in the game. You actually can spawn them in the overworld if you mod the game, and they act relatively normally. They don't cause any problems with the game when they are spawned in, and when carrying objects back to the ship, they will randomly select an onion just like the purple and white Pikmin. They actually do get stored in the ship at the end of the day, and they do get added to the total Pikmin count, but you can never take them out of the ship, so they are just forced to live in an engine for the rest of their lives. If you read Ollmar's notes on them in the Piclopedia, you will actually find out that Bulbmin are a parasitic type of Pikmin. These parasitic types of Pikmin have overtaken a red Bulborb to use as a host. We have never been officially shown what the parasitic type of Pikmin actually looks like. The only alleged info on their appearance is that they might be green. The main basis for this theory is that the Bulbmin's icon on the map is green, the glow from their flower is green, and a challenge mode level that revolves around them is named the Green Hole, where the literally only green thing on the floor is a fucking kiwi, so I'm guessing the name is referring to the Bulbmin. This has never been officially confirmed though. Gameplay wise, these guys are unlike any other Pikmin type in the series, and with their strange yet memorable design, it's no wonder that they are a fan favorite. With their uniqueness and being viewed favorably by basically everyone in the fan base, it was no wonder that they would bring them back in future entries. So what happened? Pikmin 3 featured 0 Bulbmin. They didn't show up once. This was rather disappointing, and there are several things that show it wasn't always meant to be like this. First of all, there is an unused model of the Bulbmin left over in the game's files, which shows that they were at least planned. The model does seem to be ripped directly from Pikmin 2, which might indicate that these guys were scrapped early on in development though. And in the 2014 seminar notebook, which showed off beta designs of Pikmin that were suggested for Pikmin 3, this has many interesting things that revolve around Bulbmin. First of all, there is this nice little sketch of a Bulbmin here, and then over here we see a concept of this Bulbmin-like enemy that has an appearance of a Bulbbear. It's seen following the captain and Pikmin, and it was even planned to carry them through the water. It seems like this would have been a helper like a dog or something, but like that's a stupid idea. Why would we need a dog in Pikmin? There's also this green Pikmin that is described as being parasitic in the Japanese notes next to it. This might be the speculated green Pikmin that was theorized about. Not to mention it also kinda has a parasitic design with its long worm-like body. Despite all of this planning about all these different types of Bulbmin and parasitic Pikmin, we got nothing. While Pikmin 3 doesn't feature any caves and is a short game, it would have been cool to see Bulbmin show up in one of the side modes. Especially in Pikmin 3 Deluxe, where they had a whole side story. It would be nice for them to make a cameo there. But while we got nothing in Pikmin 3, this will surely change in Pikmin 4, right? I mean, Pikmin 3 was a short game and it had no caves, but Pikmin 4 seems to be a very long game, has caves, features wild Pikmin prominently, and has a brand new night mode. Plus Bulbmin are even mentioned in an official Pikmin 4 website. Well, this seems like an open and shut case. Bulbmin are basically confirmed for Pikmin 4. So what happened? This has got to be one of the biggest missed opportunities in Pikmin 4. Everything about this game screams Bulbmin making at least one appearance, but they never do. I mean, come on, they literally have wild Pikmin in basically every cave, and these guys were the original wild Pikmin. Or at least we can live without the Bulbmin. We have two cool new types of Pikmin. We have Ice Pikmin, which can freeze Pikmin, and we have Glow Pikmin, which are green. And they're immune to all of the core hazards, and they can also only be used at night or in caves, and they can't be used during the day. Wait a minute. So yeah, Glow Pikmin basically just replace Bulbmin in this game. They do everything the Bulbmin do, but better, and that's just great. So with Green Pikmin basically being the exact same as Bulbmin, I'm guessing Nintendo thought the Bulbmin were unnecessary and cut them from Pikmin 4. The only trace of them is that they get mentioned in the Startled Spores Piccolopedia article and this unused song. This is the same jingle that plays when you discover Bulbmin in Pikmin 2. I mean, Pikmin 4 just keeps making these baffling changes, like they even replaced volatile Dweevils in this game. What's next? Are they gonna add a dog? No, it can't be. It follows the captain and can bring Pikmin through it's the Bulbmin. Bulbmin got hustled not once, but twice in this game. Ochi is basically the exact same concept as the Bulbmin, but with zero ties to Bulbmin. This is Bulbmin erasure at its finest. I mean, like, at what point do you, like, just replace a guy twice and, like, you don't even feel any pity for him? Like, at least just include him in one cave, like, for some sympathy. Will Bulbmin ever return? Despite how hopeless it seems, I feel like they will eventually get their time in the spotlight. While they aren't as popular as the other types of Pikmin, they still are a fan favorite, and Nintendo can't just ignore that forever. Hopefully. I feel like eventually these guys will get their well-deserved triumphant return. Maybe in Pikmin 5 or the rumored Pikmin 4 DLC, we will hopefully see these guys again.